Hello, welcome Trojan Nation. First game of the season that we're broadcasting live. This is Mark Evilsizer, special guest tonight, Peyton Ross. Peyton, are we feeling good about this evening?
We are feeling good.
Excellent, excellent. It is, of course, the Troy Trojans off to a 9-6 start on the season, 7-5 in the MVL. Going up against the Fairborn Skyhawks. They are 1-14 overall, 1-11 in the MVL. On a, of course, Tuesday night here at the Trojan Activity Center. So again, very nice to be able to broadcast this for you today. This is with Mr. Jeff Owen and his broadcast class. Peyton, you've been part of that for a couple years.
I have.
And it's something that you've kind of come and grow and like, and give us any kind of background on some of the things that you've done with this class over the past couple years.
Well, I was a student aide in Mass Comm 1 and when I was a sophomore, and I've been involved in news writing ever since my sophomore year. So this year I started some internship with Dave Palmer. And
Very nice. Dave Palmer, of course, is our athletic director.
Yep, and then I wrote one story for the Troy Daily News covering the girls' Tip City Troy soccer game. So that was fun.
Awesome. What anything about sports that's caught your attention? Is that something that you want to try to do maybe in the future? Or is that just something you're dabbling in right now?
In college, I'm going to major in sports medicine. So I'm hoping to work a lot with sports wherever I go. So.
Very good. That is awesome. Well, nice to have you up here. We're going to have a lot of fun here. We got about 8 minutes till introductions to the teams. Give you a little bit about these two teams. Of course, the Trojans are led by three scorers. Shaden Olden, you know some of these guys. I'll give you a rundown, then you can give some feedback a little bit if you'd like there, Peyton.
Sounds good.
Shaden, of course, averaging 15.2 points a game so far this season. He's a junior. Jaden Owens, he's averaging just under 14 points a game this season. And Trayvon Archie, a senior, averaging just under 12. So, the Trojans who average about 62 points a game, that's roughly about 2/3 of the points come from those three guys. I know you've seen a couple games this year. Anything that's caught your eye as far as those three players?
Well, Shaden is very aggressive. He loves to shoot the ball. He had his highest scoring game against West Carrollton 2 games ago, January 17th. He scored 32 points. So that, I'm sure that hyped him up, and he's ready to play tonight.
Yeah, all three of those guys can light it up on any given night. We were here, of course, last Tuesday against our rivals, Tip City. Jaden Owens struggled a little bit first 3 quarters, ended up having 18 points alone in the 4th quarter. So, any of those three, I think tonight can get hot. Obviously, it's to the Troy advantage if we can get 2 or 3 of those guys to be hot tonight. I think we'll be off to a really have a really good evening here.
Yep.
So again, the Trojans averaging just about 60, a little over 61 points a game. Fairborn, on the other hand, averaging just below that, 55 points a game. Fairborn is a very young team. Not a lot of experience coming back. They lost a lot of good players last year. Sean Monroe, of course, was an all-league player. I think he's playing at Urbana at this point, but they do have 2 scorers. Number 3, he's a guard, 6'2 junior. His name is Dwight Lewis. He averages a little over 13 points a game. I'm sure we're going to talk about him quite a bit tonight. And then number 33 is their second leading scorer. His name is Julius Poland. He's averaging a little over 10 points a game. So, I'm sure we're going to focus on those guys. We handled them pretty good the first time when we played down there at Fairborn. And hopefully, obviously, we can do the same thing here tonight. So, again, it is a Tuesday. We've had quite a few Tuesday games here this year for home games, which is a little unique. We've got 2 more home games after this. We've got Sydney a week from today, and then we end the season homestand with our rivals up north of Piqua. So a couple more home games after this as we get closer towards the end of the season. Obviously here soon we're going to be a tournament draw. Trojans will look to get a pretty good seeding this year. Past couple years we've just kind of been able to get what you can. You don't win too many games, you're going to get stuck with who you get. But this year I think we're going to have a chance to pick possibly a nice seed and be able to pick and choose who we want to play. So again, we're approaching about 6 minutes, just under 6 minutes to go until the start of the game. course, the basketball world, Peyton, is shaken up a little bit over the event that happened on Sunday. You know, anything you want to mention about Kobe or anything that you've kind of witnessed here the past couple of days and seen and heard social media wise or anything?
It's just really sad to me. Whenever I think about like athletes, like professional athletes and celebrities, you just like have the mindset that they're invincible and like nothing will happen to them. So like I was at work whenever it happened and I told my friend and she didn't believe me because you just never think about that stuff happening. So yeah, it was just a shock to me, and seeing social media how like the athletes reacted that night, like the NBA players, it was just pretty sad.
Yeah, it is sad. It was you know, for a lot of the younger generation, they might not really you know, saw him play too long, but man, he was a guy who played 20 years for the same team, and you know, in professional athletics anymore, that's a pretty incredible feat to play for the same team. Yeah, Kobe was an inspiration to a lot of these guys. He, you know, one of the things I think people admire about him the most is he played the game the right way, and he was dedicated to his profession, did a lot to try to enhance the game of basketball, and that's something that he's going to have a lasting impression on the entire game of basketball. So definitely missing an icon to the sport. Trayvon Archie, in fact, is warming up with a T-shirt in honor of Kobe tonight. So we've seen quite a bit of that the past couple of days. A lot of people paying tribute to him.
Yep. So is Austin Sanford.
Okay, yeah, I see that. So, you know, a lot of teams did some different things over the weekend in order to honor him. Some people, of course, were torn whether they should play or not.
Yep.
It's just something that, you know, basketball world's just going to have to work way through.
Right.
There's even talk of them changing the NBA logo to put him on.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
And then retiring his number. I've heard talks about that too. So.
Yeah, it's pretty. You know, you don't. You know, fortunately, we don't witness this type of thing too often, and glad we don't. But I really like what you said. You know, I've heard a lot of people talk about how he was just seemed invincible and could do anything, and obviously, you know, it doesn't take long to put yourself in a tough situation. So our thoughts go out to Kobe Bryant, his family, and all the other families who lost loved ones in that tragedy on Sunday. Of course, we're going to broadcast a game in the sport that he loved, and that's what it's all about tonight. So should be a good time. It should be entertaining. Hopefully sit back, relax, enjoy the broadcast. We'll try to do things as best we can up here. Again, this is a student-run broadcast. They do a really nice job. First time we've done this with basketball. We broadcast all the football games this past year. Plan on doing that obviously next fall. Just came out with the schedule past couple of days, so there's already some talk and some excitement about the games next year. And so again, it should be a lot of fun here.
Yep.
The Board of Education of the Georgia City Schools, Superintendent Mr. Chris Piper, Principal Mr. David Tilbo, and Director.
So again, the Trojans sit one game behind Tip City in the MVL Miami division. Obviously last week, Peyton was a kind of a heartbreaker losing to those guys, but we will play them again here soon.
Yep.
And that's something, obviously, we're penciled them in as something. That's going to be a big game coming up.
Yep.
But these are games tonight, Peyton, you got to win. You know, you got to beat teams that you're expected to beat.
Yep.
And this is one of those teams that we should beat tonight.
Yep.
So we will pause here in a minute or two. We're going to play, of course, the national anthem led by the Troy Pep Band. And then we'll get you the starters. Obviously, we've got a couple cameras going. We got one along court side. Hopefully give you a couple real nice angles. Trojans tonight will be missing Elijah Reynolds. He is out for the game, injured his leg a couple days ago. That will be something that will be sorely missed. Offensively, he contributes the points, but his big factor is defensively. He does a really nice job on the defensive end, oftentimes guarding the opponent's best player. So I think that's something we'll have to keep an eye on, Peyton, see if we can kind of pick up his slack tonight.
Yep.
Especially on the defensive end.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to pause here for the national anthem. We'll resume here in a couple minutes. Moments away here. Introductions will be coming up right now.
At guard, 6'2" junior, number 3, Dwight Lewis. At guard.
First starting for Fairborn, number 3. That's that Dwight Lewis I was mentioned, 6'2" junior. The other guard will be a 5'11" junior, number 4, Blake Huffman. Another guard, number 11. 5'9" junior Nate Fastnat. Of course, their other second leading scorer is Julius Poland. He's number 33, 6'1" junior. And then number 44 is Kalen Bush. He's actually a 6-foot freshman. So again, this is a team, I mentioned, very young, start no seniors, 4 juniors and a freshman.
Right.
So for the Trojans tonight, number 3, Austin Staniford's going to get the start. He is a 6'3" senior. Trayvon Archie, 6'2", senior. Again, he's our 3rd leading scorer. Landon Henry gets the start tonight, number 21. He is a sophomore. He's the one that took the place of Elijah. Elijah's been starting here lately. Shaden Olden, number 23, you'll see here his name quite a bit. 6'3" junior. And then 6'5" junior, number 50, that's going to be Andrew Holly. Andrew Holly, in fact, was the leading scorer on Friday in a losing battle at Xenia. So again, the Trojans come in with a record of 9-6 in a 2-game losing streak. Peyton, this is very big that we get off to a good start here tonight. Try to start fast and make Fairborn play from behind would be ideal for the Trojans.
Yep.
So again, the Trojans will be wearing their home white. Fairborn in their light blue. Austin Staniford, number 3, will jump for the Trojans. Looks like we're going to see Jay Nowens come off the bench tonight. Hopefully provide some energy when he does that. He He has started quite a few games. Decision was made to have him come off the bench tonight. So Fairborn controls the tip. Kalen Bush running the point with the drive. Trayvon Archie with the stuff. Fairborn take it out of bounds. Trojans come out in man-to-man. Here's number 3. That's Lewis. That's their leading scorer. Dishes it off to 33. That's Poland for a 3. Fairborn jumps out 3-0. Fairborn will play a zone. This is one of those things, Peyton, you know, a lot of teams have been playing zone lately. I'm sure they've obviously seen those films.
Right.
No doubt that changed their decision possibly to play zone themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Trojans will look to answer. That's Trayvon Archie with a 3. Rebound by Staniford. A nice dish to Andrew Holly for the bucket. It is 3-2. Shaden Olden, again, picking up man-to-man. We're going to have to try to make Lewis work. He is a good player. And I tell you, Poland is pulling from deep. Another 3 right there. He is 2 for 2.
Yep.
Off to a hot start. Austin Staniford. It's Trayvon Archie with the ball off to Shaden. Kicks it back out to Trayvon with the drive and a bucket. Trojans are looking to get the ball inside, you know, not necessarily rely on that jump shot.
Right. Looks like layups are the best choice right now.
No doubt about it. Struggled shooting the ball on Friday, so I'm sure that could have been an emphasis by Coach Hess.
Yeah.
Let's work that ball inside.
Right.
Rebound by Shaden off the miss by Poland. Shaden penetrates. He's got a wide open finger roll, and it is a tie ball game, 6-6. Nice move right there by Shaden. Again, Lewis last year as a sophomore played some against the Trojans, had a pretty good game here. He's one of the few that has any varsity experience. Again, very young Fairborn team. Again, Lewis at the ball. Pulling with a screen. Coach Hess is barking for an illegal screen. He did look like he was moving. A really nice drive there by Kalen Bush. And right now, Fairborn is executing at a high level. Four possessions, four buckets.
Yep.
Andrew Holly kicks it back out to Shaden. And a turnover. Shaden tried to thread the needle. Lewis with the pick. Trojans need a stop here.
Yeah.
And there get one. So, create a turnover. Lewis with a bad pass. Looks like number 44, Charlie Walker, into the game for Andrew Holly. Again, Fairborn's running a 2-3. Very similar to some of the zones that we've seen here lately. Tip ran a 2-3 against us last Tuesday. Xenia also ran zone against us. Just one of those cases, if teams are having success, other teams are going to keep doing it.
Right.
Kicks it back out to Landon. He can shoot the 3, and it went in. Landon Henry from the corner. Trojans take an early 9-8 lead. Both teams pretty efficient so far here in the first.
Yep.
Oh, looks like it'll be a turnover. Austin Staniford in the front court. the backcourt. Nice pass right there by Trayvon Archie. Shaden missed the bucket. And a rebound by Poland. Ooh, looked like he stepped out, and he did. Right in front of the Troy bench. Pretty easy for them to see.
Right.
So just over 3 minutes here in the first. Quick pace first quarter. Austin Staniford gets fouled. I believe that's going to be number 23. That's Garrison Seacrest. Nope, changed the name. Sorry, that's Cole Spencer. A little change in the roster there. That's Cole Spencer's. You got Trayvon Archie out on the point, top of the key. Shaden and Landon Henry on the wings. Could have been a push-off, did not call it. Charlie Walker looking to get in the middle of the zone right there. Good patience right here by the Trojans. Austin, little mid-range jumper, just off. Rebound by number 44, Kalen Bush. And that is a drive by number 5, or that's number 23, Cole Spencer. Again, another junior. And Fairborn takes the lead 10-9. Looked like a travel. Instead, it's a turnover by throwing it out of bounds. A little bit of a back and forth here. Into the game for the first time, number 5, Jaden Owens comes in for Trayvon. And Tucker Raskay also in the game. He's going to sub for Austin Staniford. Bringing in some fresh bodies here early.
Yep.
Trojans looking to trap. Boy, they got him in a nice spot right there. They are going to get a turnover. Kicks right out to Shaden. He's going to get fouled. Ooh, almost an and one. Boy, I tell you, Peyton, you can see that coming. Good trap over there in the corner.
Right.
You know, Peyton, one thing that's kept Troy in the game a lot of times this year, you know, very athletic.
Yeah.
You know, very athletic group this year.
Yep.
Shaden buries his first free throw, ties it up at 10.
Like we said earlier, Elijah Reynolds, he can get really low on defense. He's a really good defender, but missing this game.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Try to pick up his slack defensively. Ooh, almost created another steal. Shaden did make the second one. We're going to give a wide open layup back here. Actually, Tucker Raskay made a nice run to get back into the mix. Did make the foul. Number 4, that's going to be Blake Huffman going to the line. So the Skyhawks break the press. Trojans didn't have really anybody back. Tucker did a nice job hustling. And Huffman ties it at 11. And Huffman completes both free throws. Fairborn up 1, 12-11. Okay, Jay Owens coming off the bench. I'm sure he's looking to get into the flow of the game here.
Yep.
A drive right, deflection right to Tucker, sends it back to Landon Henry for an easy layup. Trojans take the lead, and I tell you, just keep going back and forth here early in the first.
Yep.
Trojans are trapping on the backside. Not quite a steal this time. Boy, that looked like a travel. Turnover, Jaden Owens with the pull-up, but they're going to call a charge. I tell you, a really nice play there by Cole Spencer. No basket, they're going to say. They're going to say no basket on the charge. I tell you, on that play, Dwight Lewis kind of sprained his ankle. He's kind of gimping her out there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Not enough to call her trainer over, so it must not be too bad.
Right.
So a timeout here called by Fairborn. Just under a minute to go in the first. Trojans up 13-12. Good pace to the game so far. Both teams shooting the ball pretty well.
Yep.
Lewis does stay in the game, just probably rolled it just a tad bit. Number 22 is also in the game for Fairborn, Jackson Kuhlman. He is a senior, first senior we've seen. Austin Staniford back in. He came in for Charlie Walker. Trayvon gets a hand on it. Goes off Lewis's hands. Trojan ball. Trayvon in the game for Landon Henry. Definitely one of the early game plan here for Coach Hess is to keep some fresh bodies out there. Running in a lot of subs. Shaden Olden for three, got it.
Yep.
And as you said, Peyton, he has the ability to score a lot of points.
He does. I feel like once he gets on that run, it's not pretty.
Yeah.
not pretty for the opponent.
There you go. That's exactly right. Oh, great hustle right there by Tucker. That's one thing I think we're going to get from Tucker. He will lay it on the line. He hustles.
Yep.
You know, he might not have all the skill that some of these guys have, but
he's very aggressive.
Very aggressive. That's exactly right. So he will get after it, and he could be one of those that we're spelling Elijah with tonight.
Yeah.
The fact that he plays real hard. Trojans force another turnover, get it up to Jaden Owens for an easy layup.
Yep.
And I tell you, the Trojans did a nice job closing this half, or assuming this quarter. Trojans with a 7-0 run, I believe, to finish the first quarter. Really nice way to finish. They lead 18-12. Shaden right now leading all scorers with 7. But I tell you, a lot of people have scored, so we're kind of spreading the wealth a little bit tonight.
Right.
A team with Fairborn's record, ideally you want to jump on a team like this early. And so far so good. Trojans pull 18 a quarter. I think we would take that any day. So Troy will have the ball to start the second quarter. Coming out for the Trojans, Jaden Owens, number 5. Austin Staniford, number 3. Ryan Davis checks in for the first time. Number 14, he came in for Tucker Raske. Trayvon Archie, number 11, and Shaden Old, number 23. Those are the 5 that will start the quarter for the Trojans. Fairborn stays in their 2-3. Biggest key to this will be ball movement all night. If we can keep going ball movement, we'll get some easy buckets just like that.
Yep.
Trayvon to Shaden, literally right under the basket, easy layup.
Just takes patience.
Yes, that's no doubt about it. Trojans now up 8. Ryan Davis with almost a steal. Boy, they're going to call over and back, which kind of seems interesting because seems like they lost possession. Seems
yeah.
like it was a change of possession.
Right.
But, hey, we'll take it. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
A lot of that is based on a lot of pressure so far. Troy's putting on Fairborn offensive. We've kind of turned up the heat.
Yep.
This is Shaden in the middle. Austin Staniford swings it back over to Jaden Owens for his first 3 ball of the night. Not good. And Jaden's going to pick up his 2nd foul of the night. That's not one of those smart fouls right there. So that puts him on the bench, maybe for the rest of the quarter. That's the shame of it. That's why.
Yeah.
That's a tough foul to take.
Right.
Landon Henry checks in the game. Getting so far so good on their star. Lewis has yet to score. Cole Spencer, rather, he comes off the bench, has made 4 points off the bench. Swing pass over to Davis. Shaden on the baseline, missed, but backside board by Landon Henry. Fires a 3, he misses. And it looks like Fairborn's going to take a timeout, a quick 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
Head coach Billy Harchick didn't like something there. Again, this will be a 30-second timeout. Trojans take a 20-14 lead here with 6.5 minutes to go in the second. Again, Fairborn started off really hot, scored 4 buckets, first 4 possessions. Troy seemed to turn up the pressure defensively here lately. Kind of slowed Fairborn down. And Cole Spencer rather threw that into the crowd. Not quite what they were planning. So the Trojans will get the ball on yet another Fairborn turnover. They're starting to turnover to start to mount for them. Shaden in the corner, rough spot to be. You got to be careful of that. And he does turn the ball over. He just kind of stepped out a little too far.
Yeah.
Got yourself in a bad spot there.
Yeah.
Again, Trojans are picking up Lewis early, trying to get the ball out of his hands. Nice move by Coach Hess. And yet again, throw another ball out of bounds.
Just miscommunication.
Yeah. Trayvon. I don't think I'm on. All right. Oh, nice feed down to Austin Staniford. Looked like that could have been an and one. Did not call a foul, but Austin gets a nice bucket underneath. Poland, another turnover. This is at least 4 in a row for Fairborn. And Ryan Davis misses the layup. But Landon Henry with the follow. And the Trojans quickly go up 10 points. So the Trojans have really turned up the heat defensively. Missed shot there by Spencer. Ends up being a jump ball. Trojan actually should stay Fairborn. It should be Fairborn's ball. It is going to be Fairborn's ball. Jay Owens comes back in with 2 fouls.
Mr. Palmer has requested that all Metro players and coaches meet him in the Commons. All Metro teams and coaches need to meet Mr. Palmer in the Commons.
So Jaden Owens coming back with 2 fouls, kind of interesting. Hopefully he plays smart, gets a turnover right away. Nice play by Jaden, easy layup. And the Trojans have just turned it on here in the second quarter. Fairborn's leading scorer, Dwight Lewis, hadn't scored tonight, is on the bench right now. This is Poland. He's having a pretty good game. Altered his shot. Spencer with the rebound, gets fouled. This will be a foul on Shaden. That's his first. Cole Spencer will go to the line. And buries the first. Into the game for Fairborn, Brody Munger. He's a 6'2" junior. Charlie Walker checks back in for the Trojans. And Spencer buries both free throws. Score stands at 26-16 with about halfway through the second quarter here at the Trojan Activity Center. Nearly a turnover by Trayvon Archie. Does get the ball back. Trayvon for 3, buries it.
He was itching to get that 3.
Yeah, he definitely wanted that ball back, it looked like.
Right.
And another turnover. And it's just one of those things. I think this is probably the issue Fairborn's had most of the year.
Right,
You're a team
this
that
far in the
struggles
season,
and
yeah.
you struggle and you're not winning games. A lot of it's because you keep turning the ball over to your opponent.
Yep. Easy mistakes.
Trojans doing a nice job of moving the ball here against the zone. Probably should have been a foul. They do call it. That's number 11. That's Fosnot. Nate Fosnot. He is a 5'9" junior. Jay Owens checks out. Andrew Holly back in for the Trojans. Trayvon Archie again.
Yep.
There's another one.
He does. Once he gets on a roll, he can hit them.
Yeah, he's a streaky shooter.
He is.
Trojans take a commanding 32-16 lead here. They've outscored Fairborn 14-3, I believe, in this quarter. Now it's 14-5. So Brody Munger comes off the bench, makes a jump shot for Fairborn, cuts the lead down to 14. Andrew Holly in the middle, kicks it back out to Landon. And Trayvon tried to thread the needle to Charlie. A little bit of a force there. Turnover by the Trojans. One thing the Trojans have done this quarter, they've taken care of the ball. One of the issues we've had this year has been turnovers, and that's a big reason why we've made this run this quarter. We've kept the turnovers down. And that's going to be a foul on Charlie Walker. So the Trojans 5 team fouls. Fairborn's only committed 3 fouls. But I'm going to guess they're up towards around 12 turnovers at this point. And we're going to have that another turnover. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Again, Trojans up 32-18. Landon Henry for 3. And Trayvon tried to get an offensive rebound on the backside, was not able to finish. Fairborn pulls down the rebound. Kalen Bush for 3. That is short. Rebound pulled down by Andrew Holly. Kicks it out to Trayvon, who gets it to Shaden in the corner on a drive. And they're going to call a block, I believe. They do. That's going to be number 23, Cole Spencer. Kicks out to Shaden. Trojans are reset. Minute 15 left in the second quarter. Andrew Holly kicks it back out. Trayvon for 3 in a row. No. And this is when you usually get a foul. And I believe they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on 44, Charlie Walker. Trojans are 1 foul away from putting Fairborn on the free throw line. Minute to go here. And that's number 11 with the 3. That's Fosnot with the miss. Landon Henry with the drive. Kicks it back out to Shaden. Trayvon from way downtown missed it. Ball's kicked back out to Landon Henry. Charlie Walker for a 3. He misses. Andrew Holly with the rebound and a bucket.
Good
Nice
turnaround.
offensive possession, multiple offensive rebounds. He got 3 chances to score.
Yep.
That could have been Charlie's 3rd foul. They don't call it. That is Kalen Bush. Trayvon with a long-range bomb. And at half, Troy takes a commanding 34-20 lead. Again, outscoring Fairborn 16-7 in that quarter alone. So I tell you, the Trojans turned up the heat defensively, created a lot of turnovers. And at this point, we got a commanding lead heading into halftime. So we will take a few-minute break here. We'll be back in about just less than 10 minutes here and resume here in the second half. So I hope you're enjoying the game, and we'll be back here in a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are recognizing the youth basketball players from
Well, how's she doing?
Metro. Branson Kimry, Tristan Moore, Carson King, Wyatt Kesters, Tatsuku Morinaga, and Reed Williams. fourth grade boys, coached by Michael and Derek Almeida. Malachi Hall. Women's and Martin.
If Anna wants to switch,
Ryan Healers. Hunter Almeida.
I'll ask her.
Ryder Robbins.
I think if she's a senior,
Grant Engel.
I think she should own it.
Alex Tuchel.
I don't know.
Max Gifford. Kipton Ward. And Rio Suchi.
Johnny, be ready to be either up here or down there with 2 minutes to go.
Let's hear it for our fourth grade boys Metro basketball team. Now for our fifth grade boys Metro team. Their head coach is Jordan Price. His assistants are Rory Hope and Nathan Kleps. Landon Atkins. Colton Akins. Ethan Atkins. Noah Thatcher. Brody Hope. Dawson James. Gunnar Kirtley. Brady O'Leary. Colin Sager. And Caden Schatz. Let's hear it for our fifth grade boys Metro basketball team. And now for our sixth grade boys team, we have two teams. The first will recognize the red team. Adrian Norvell. Austin Hart. Braden Boyer. Callan Williams. Devin Schwartz. Joshua Murphy. Nate Gasho. Simeon Anakoya. And Toby Seibert. And now for our Dayton Metro White sixth grade boys basketball team. Bradley Miller. Carson Furrow. Kobe Coleman. Devin Smith. Evan Owens. Kellen Williams. Mason Quisenberry. Michael Tucker. Mitchell Sargent. And Terry Pratchett. These two sixth grade boys teams, they are coached by Willis Ray, Brandon Ray, Joe Baker, and Elizabeth Hart. Let's hear it for all of our future Trojan basketball players.
Trayvon with yet another three. He is starting to catch fire here. He's got 11 points here early in the third quarter. He's got 3 threes. So the Trojan offense kind of starts right where they left off here at the end of the second quarter. Here's Poland with a drive. He's going to turn it over. Jaden Owens looks to push it. Shaden dishes. Back out to Landon. Kicks it back out to Trey. See if he stays hot. And just off. Austin Stanford offensive rebound and back in. So the Trojans right now are really able to do whatever we want.
Right.
Dwight Lewis back in the game, but again, their star player has yet to score. That does not bode well for the Skyhawks. Team that's 1-14, you're going to need your leading scorer to start to pull his weight.
Yeah.
Backdoor cut. Oh, they're going to say no shot. Somehow Spencer threw that in the bucket. That's going to be a foul on Austin Stanford, number 3. That's his first. So Fairborn's going to take it out of bounds here underneath. And they do get the ball in. Poland 33, he buried a couple of those in the first half. Did not get this one. Fosnot with the rebound, kicks it out. Poland with the rebound and does not get it. Misses the contested layup. A lot of bodies on the floor there. And it looks like the Trojans come up with it. Coach Hess wants to regroup here a little bit, calls a quick timeout, 30-second timeout. It's 6 minutes here in the third. Trojans start off bombs away here. Trojans look really kind of to put this game away. This is a good chance to maybe get some guys in that haven't got a lot of varsity minutes here, but we got to take care of business a little bit more here in the third. Hopefully we can get that done in the fourth. So again, Fairborn sticks to the zone. Jaden Owens looking to get hot here, buries a 3 from the corner.
It was a good look.
Trojans now pull up 42-20, and I think sooner or later Fairborn's going to have to get out of the zone. This is Poland, kicks it back out, and Jaden Owens with another steal and another bucket. Trojans, oh, wow, that looked like a clean steal right there by Trayvon. That looked pretty clean. No doubt there are times these officials kind of anticipate contact.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not.
Right.
This is Blake Huffman at the line for Fairborn, makes the first one. Into the game for Fairborn is Brody Munger. He's going to come in for Julius Poland. He's not had as much success as he did the first couple shots he put in. And Huffman makes both. Fairborn stays in the zone. Shea Nolan's turn. Easy rebound by Landon Herney. Pulls it back out. He's going to get rewarded with his own shot. Does not come down with it. Dwight Lewis with the rebound, then turns it over. Nice pass by Trayvon. Landon Henry comes up short on the layup. Fairborn, yet another turnover. And I'm not sure what's called here. As they call a foul?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, referees are discussing. I'm not quite sure, Peyton, what's going on.
Looked like a technical, but
So they called a technical on Trayvon? We'll have to see.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know.
So we got a technical on Trayvon Archie. He must have, off the ground, he must have said something that the official did not like.
Right.
But he's going to be sat down. I'm sure Tucker Raske is coming in for him. Blake Huffman, who's did a nice job shooting free throws tonight, will come in to shoot the free throws. Again, unfortunate for the Trojans, chance, this is when you want to pull away, not give them any kind of hope that they can stay in the game.
Right.
That has been an issue so far with the Trojans this year. We've had quite a few technicals. We've kind of lost our cool at times throughout the season. Again, I think as we get closer to the postseason, that's something we're going to have to deal with and kind of correct. Against better teams, man, it's tough to give points away.
Right.
Ball side out of bounds after the technical. You know, one thing to notice this year, these officials are trying to keep these games under control. They're not allowing these guys to talk a lot, which in some cases is a good thing. Just gotta be able to keep your wits about you and just keep playing.
Yep.
That was Cole Spencer with an air ball put back by Dwight Lewis. That's his first bucket of the game. With 4 minutes to go, he gets his first bucket. Austin Staniford. Easy little mid-range jumper right in the middle of the zone. Trojans maintain their 20-point lead. This is Huffman on the drive. This is going to be a 3 ball by Lewis, just off. Jay Knowens at the rebound. He's going to take it coast to coast. Does not get the bucket. That's going to be off the Trojans. Fairborn ball. In for the game for the first time, number 35, Patrick Parrish for the Skyhawks. He's a 6'1" junior. A little pick and roll by the Skyhawks. That's number 23 with the miss. I can't believe they didn't call a foul right there. They finally do. That's Cole Spencer. That is a classic frustration foul in basketball. You miss a shot you think you should make, and then you just compound it by fouling.
Yep.
Trojans looking to push it. Landon Henry back to Shaden and Olden. Over to Jaden here on the wing. And it looks like we're going to have a foul. That's number 23 again. That's Cole Spencer. his 4th foul of the game. I would think he's going to sit down. He is.
Yeah, I'd expect that.
4 fouls in the 3rd. And he, of course, he's the one that committed that awful foul down here out of frustration. So
Yeah.
he's going to sit down and think about it. Coach Hartchick's going to go talk to him. Jaden Owens with a bomb. Jaden Owens now has hit a couple threes. The lead is stretched out to 49-26. Trojans seem to have this well in hand right now. Almost another turnover.
Checking in for Troy, number 14,
Ryan Davis comes in the game along with Charlie Walker. Austin Stanford, Lana Henry's going to sit down. And it's going to be an easy layup right there for Dwight Lewis. So we get just under 2 minutes. This is Ryan Davis, his first shot, or second shot of the night. That's off from 3. And another turnover. Tucker Raske with a nice steal. Goes coast to coast, misses the shot. And it looks like it's going to stay here, White. So Trojan ball. And Tucker looked like he was going to shoot, pulled it otherwise. Jaden Owens, a little pull-up jumper, good. So the Trojans stretch the lead out to 23, largest lead of the night. Just around a minute to play here in the 3rd. This is going to be Huffman for 3. No good. Charlie Walker with the rebound for the Trojans. Trojans pass the ball back. Shaden to Jaden Owens several times. This is back to Jaden for a 3. Another one. Jaden is feeling it right now.
Yep, up to 17.
17 points on the night. And again, we've seen this before from Jaden. He seems to like the Trojan Activity Center.
Right.
He's played some really good games here scoring-wise.
Yep.
That's number 11, Fosnot with the miss. Ryan Davis just going to kind of dribble it out to end the quarter, and the Trojans stretch the lead to 54-28. 26-point lead for the Trojans. And we are getting on the verge of seeing a lot of the guys that on the bench have a chance to get some playing time here tonight. Andrew Holly's going to come into the game. So the Trojans extend the lead here in the 3rd. Of course, at halftime, we had a little ceremony. Had the Metro night. Give a chance for all the future Trojans to get a chance to step out onto the big court. Hopefully we'll see a lot of those guys out here in the years to come. So to start the 4th for the Trojans, we've got Andrew Holly, number 50. Shaden Olden, 23. Tucker Raske, 12. Ryan Davis, 14. And Jaden Owens, number 5. Trojans will stay in their man-to-man and give up a uncontested layup right there. Coach has What he doesn't want to see here, Peyton, is for us to have this lead and then all of a sudden just start not playing hard.
Right,
you
yeah.
know.
Yep.
So that's something he's not going to like to see right there.
Yep.
But it is kind of natural. You get a big lead, there's kind of a natural letdown.
Start to relax.
Yeah, no doubt. This is Poland, and he gets fouled. Almost had a chance for an and one. That's going to be Tucker Reske with the foul.
Team sport. At the line shooting 2. Poland.
Austin Staniford's going to come back into the game here. And Poland with a miss.
And for the Trojans, number 3, Austin Stanford.
And Poland actually misses both free throws. He has cooled off since his opening 2 threes of the game. Shaden with a mid-range pull-up. Shaden now has 12. He's approaching his season average of just over 15 points a game. That was Dwight Lewis for the 3. Pulled down, rebound by Shaden Olden. Kicks it out to Jaden for a quick 3. Buries another one. He's just one of those nights where everything's going in for him right now, Peyton.
Yes, yep.
He's up to 20 points on the night. And another miss by Dwight Lewis. Another rebound by Shaden Olden. Austin Staniford gets rejected at the rim by Poland. Austin's a little gimpy. Looks like Charlie Walker's going to come in for Austin. We don't need him getting injured in a game where you're up 29. This is Poland for 3, yet to score since the opening 2 possessions of the game. Another turnover. This is Ryan Davis for got contested. They're gonna count the basket. They're gonna say basket interference there. So Ryan Davis with his first bucket of the night. I think you're gonna start seeing the Trojans empty the bench here. Get a chance to see some of these young guys. This is Lewis, and he got fouled by Charlie Walker. That's going to be Charlie's 3rd foul of the game.
Trojan fouls on number 44, Charlie Walker, his 3rd, team's 5th.
So Dwight Lewis going to go to the line.
Number 3, Dwight
Again,
Lewis.
coming into the game, he's having himself a good year. He's averaging over 13 points a game. And that will be his 7th point.
And for Troy, number 21, Landon Henry.
Landon Henry in for Shaden Olden. I assume that will be the last we see of Shaden Olden.
Yep, I'm sure.
And Dwight Lewis with both free throws. A little over 5 minutes to go. Trojans have been in control since about midway through the 2nd quarter. We started turning Fairborn over quite a bit.
Yeah.
Took a commanding lead and have not looked back since.
Right.
This is Huffman for 3. Way short. Andrew Holly with a nice rebound. Kicks it out to Jaden Owens. We'll see if he kicks it back out. Trojans are going to reset the offense. Andrew Holly kicks it back out to Jaden. That might be his last bucket. Oh, couldn't make it. Nice job getting his hands on it. This is going to be Huffman for another three. Makes this one.
Blake Huffman for three.
Lead is now 61-35 Trojans with just over 4 minutes to go. Don't imagine we're going to see many fouls called at this point.
Yeah.
Keep the game rolling.
Right.
That's number 25 for Fairborn. That is Keegan Gerker. Pulls up a three, 5'8" senior. Get a chance to get some minutes in tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, Troy with a turnover. Just again, just don't want to get this sloppy. There's a foul. Yep. That's Jay Knowles with the foul. His third.
At the line shooting two, Dwight Lewis.
It's actually his fourth.
Yeah, board says 4.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4. We'll figure it out here.
Back in for the Trojans, number 12.
Might not matter though. I can't imagine Jaden playing anymore
Right,
tonight.
yeah. You shouldn't.
Again, nice, get a chance to see some of these guys come in. But again, Shaden's back in, Austin Standiford's back in, so maybe not quite time yet to get the bench in.
Right.
Trojans look to be a little patient here. Works it into Charlie. And it's going to be a foul. I believe it's going to be on Patrick Paris.
Sidewalk foul on number 35, Parrish.
And,
Team's third.
yep, no, look, I think the official wants it to be 2 shots. I think Charlie's going to get a chance to score here. He is. He's going to get a chance to get 2 free throws.
Yep.
At the line for Troy, number 24, Charlie Walker.
Charlie misses the first one. Nice to see Charlie get into the scoring column here with a free throw. And he does. So he gets his first point of the game. Trojans up 62-40. They had stretched the lead to about 30 at one point. And I'm not exactly sure where Keegan Durker was throwing the ball, but it will be Trojan ball. Fairborn finally goes to man-to-man. I'll tell you, I thought we would see this much, much earlier. Landon Henry with a really nice drive. Tell you, Landon Henry missed last week's Tip City game, and I think that kind of hurt us. He's done a real nice job coming off the bench this year, and he scores, he can shoot.
Yeah.
And I think that was something that kind of bothered us last week against Tip City.
Yeah, I feel like he's improved a lot this season too, from the first game to here.
Ryan Davis, number 35, Hollis Terrell.
Again, Landon's only a sophomore. Got a chance to see him for 2 more years.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of experience this year and can only get better.
Right.
So again, just over 2 minutes to go. Trojans have been in control of this game for quite a while. Just trying to continue to play hard in the right way here.
Yep.
Fairborn's going to now go to the line. They're going to be in a 1-and-1 situation. This is Huffman. Huffman's looking to get into double digits. He'd be the only Fairborn player that could reach that right now. And he does. 10 points on the game. Again, Huffman's a junior. So this is a Fairborn team that's going to get better. They have not seen, not many seniors playing, so they're taking their lumps this year, but I'm sure they're going to be much better next year.
Right.
Into the game for the first time, number 35, Hollis Terrell. Nice dish to Ryan Davis. Nice
Yep,
feed
good
by
play.
Tucker Raska.
Yep.
Wow. Really nice. Nice job by Ryan Davis to finish off. Just a terrific pass. Oh, this is Hollis with a steal. Looking to push it. Went coast to coast with a bucket. That is Hollis
Great
Terrell
play.
with a bucket. Gets in the scoring column. Real nice play by him. He's only a freshman. Get a chance to see him in upcoming years. So now we get a chance to clear the bench. This is junior number 31, Connor Smith. Young man's put a lot of work into his basketball game. Improves tremendously from a couple years ago. That's Lewis with a missed three, gets his own rebound. He's now at 12 points. He's probably going to get his average, but we pretty much shut him down when a game mattered down there early in the game. So we're a little bit less than a minute to go. Hollis gets picked, gets the ball back. And Trojans will take the ball out on the side. So again, this is one that we talked about early before the game. This is a team you got to win. We took care of business tonight. This will raise the Trojans' record to 8-5 in the MVL. Keep us a game behind, one game behind Tip City. And we play Tip City, I believe, here soon. I think it might be next Friday,
next
maybe.
couple games.
So I think we go to Butler on Friday, which is a crucial game. Van Day is a team that's playing really well here lately. Yeah, we play Butler on Friday, then we have a Sydney here at home, and then we go to Tip City. So these next three games will probably determine whether the Trojans can win this division or not.
Yep.
Trojans get a rebound, got about 18 seconds to go, and a charge by Ryan Davis. Coach S is coaching to the end. Didn't like that call. Got to keep those officials honest.
Right.
And Fairborn's going to look to get one last shot here. And looks like it's going to be a 1-and-1. So Keegan Durker's going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Again, 7 seconds to go. Trojans will, again, 8-5 in the MVL. They'll go to 10-6 for the season. Trojans are going to look to get a winning record for the first time since the 2011-2012 season. That was a year that the Trojans went to the district finals. And again, final score tonight. Troy Trojans 68, Fairborn Skyhawks 46. Again, we appreciate you joining us tonight for the broadcast. I want to say a special thanks to Peyton Ross for joining me tonight. All the rest of the crew here.
Gladly.
Mr. Owen and his broadcast crew did a real nice job. And hopefully get a chance to do this again and bring us some more coverage of the Troy Trojans basketball season. So we are signing off here from the Troy Activity Center. It's been Thank you for joining us, and we will hopefully see you shortly at another game.
Yep.
We're signing off. Thank you, Peyton. You did a nice job.
Thank you.